Okay. Yeah, you know something, Maruf, yeah. No matter what, we are here for our fans, and our viewers. No matter how the truth is bitter, we just have to, we just have to say it, yeah. But sincerely, sometimes some of the teams that have gone ahead to win some major championship are sometimes not the best team at that tournament. So something can just happen, and at the end of the day, my beautiful Barcelona might just eventually leave the trophy. What I said is that you know um, in some competitions
Yeah.
it's not always the best team that goes home with the trophy, and that is what I'm hoping on. Counting on that will happen in this last three matches of the Champions League, because definitely, sure, no. Barcelona is not having it well. They are not. The team is not playing well. The whole of the team is not at the right place.
Okay.
So I'm just wishing and believing that Mother Luck will just smile and shine on the team.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Okay. Let's start from the beginning. We
Okay.
have 8 teams remaining now. Can you still hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I can hear you. Yeah.
That's good. We have Atalanta,
Yeah.
and if you can see their logo there, I believe they are one of the teams that people don't really give any chance to go further.
Yeah.
But if you could remember, from day one, nobody give them that chance to go any further. But still, they're where they are now, and then they're doing well. They are, I think they came third behind Juventus with just about five. Juventus just had them with about 5 points.
Yes. Yeah.
So
They came third in La Liga. Behind Juventus and Inter Milan, and
Serie A, no, La Liga.
yeah. And another thing is, this is a very high scoring team.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
they've got about the goal difference. I think it's about 50 plus
yeah.
50 goal difference. So it tells you this is a team that has been playing well, playing beautiful football, and, scoring goals, and they will be facing the uh, PSG. That is going to be a very, very good tie. And that's the one that is starting the quarterfinal round on Wednesday. Now, unfortunately for PSG, they are, except a miracle also happens, they will be without Mbappe.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's the minus. And their top striker, what is his name? What is his name? Oh, I can't remember at the top of my head now. Um,
Playing for
uh,
Atalanta.
PSG top striker. Is it there? Go Forlan? Not there. I can't remember
No,
now.
no, 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 not for
And
land.
he's not there anymore. His contract is finished, and you know, the
Yeah.
up front they've just only got Neymar up front,
I believe
supported by Di Maria.
they will struggle if I can come in. They will struggle. I watched their match against Leon in Copa de they call it like just leak up about last week or 2 weeks ago. They struggled without Mbappe. They're in problem. Most of them, there are a lot of playmaker within that team. But what you see them doing is side pass, the diagonal passes here and there. They're not doing anything extraordinary. I believe without Mbappe, they will struggle. They will really struggle.
Yes, yes, and PSG defense is not that a very good defense,
No, not at all.
and with a very good scoring side of Atlanta. and this match being a one-off match, it's just one leg.
Yeah.
Uh, so both of them have to just come out and play. And
Yeah.
I won't be surprised if Atlanta, by chance, are able to edge this. In my prediction, I think I'm going to go. This is a very close one. Anyway, this is a very close one. I think. Don't ask me how I come about these points, but I think it's going to be a kind of Atlanta 52% and PSG 48%. That's the way I see it.
Okay. We shall
That's the
see.
way I see it.
How's gonna come out?
So
Uh,
what do you think? If you want to come up with a percentage of going through,
yeah.
so how many percentage do you think it's going to be in favor of PSG or Atlanta?
I believe it's going to be a sort of balanced match. The match is going to be balanced. But all things being equal, I see PSG edging them out because they've got the experienced player around them. When I look at the match against Lyon, and then when you are talking about Champions League, it's two different encounter. Olympic Lyon are their local rival, but when they get to Champions League, it's going to be neutral ground, and everybody's gonna come out to show what they can do.
Yeah.
So I see PSG edging them maybe about 52-48 in favor of PSG. That's what I feel.
So you two, you are going for 52 for PSG and 48 for Atlanta.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, that's pretty close. That shows that it's pretty close because if now put everything together, we say for these two teams is a 50-50% chance. 50-50% chance, And I think, because PSG, although they've been playing some couple of friendly matches, and so that they'll be in, in match condition, that can be compared to Atlanta.
You cannot even compare it to a real match. You can't compare. They're two different things.
And Atlanta has got that. I think that's why I'm going for Atlanta, and because up front for PSG, it's just going to be Neymar. I know they've got Neymar, they've got Di
Maria. Neymar, Di Maria. I like the PSG as a team. Don't get me wrong. I like them as a team. They play good football when they are ready to.
I love them too, but in this situation, it's one of Atlanta scores a lot of goals. They hardly concede goals too, and the absence of Mbappe just make it a lot. I think it's a plus for them and not a minus.
Yeah. I agree with you totally. I agree with you.
Yeah.
I still see them edging them a bit.
Yeah.
So let's talk about Atletico. This is team. No, Atletico Madrid. This is a team that plays sort of pragmatic team football. They really don't believe in. It's not that pragmatic football is not that good. It's been helping them. They've been able to do whatever they believe in and then moving on as they go ahead. Even this year, I could remember when they play against Liverpool, they were saying that this is an opportunity for them to win the Champions League. And I look around and I said, okay, it's possible. They can pull a surprise. What do you think? Hello? Shay, can you hear me? Hello? I think we've lost Shay.
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back.
What do you think about Atletico, their chance in this competition?
Atletico, we all know. Atletico, we don't need to explain Atletico to anybody. They're a very compact team. They know how to mix the games. When they need to defend, they are compact. At the start of the season, they look all sorts, like a team in disarray. But towards the end, they were able to come back, and against Liverpool, they were able to hold them their own side of the game. I think they will be too, they will be too much for Leipzig. With experience, with the manager, that will count in their favor, definitely. I see them going through to the semi-final. You know, that's I give them I'll say this again. I give them 68% going into the semi-final, and from semi-final, anything now is possible. Because if you now see them meeting either PSG in semi-final, it becomes another game entirely. And like we all know now, it's just one game. Just need one game. There's no home and away. Two
Exactly.
matches.
Exactly.
So both teams, all these teams, you just have to take your chance once. So it's an opportunity for them. They've got experienced team. They've got experienced manager. You know, I see them going through. That's definitely 68%. I
I
see
can see
them going through.
some people commenting say that there is no chance for Atletico. Is that true?
Ah, that is no chance.
That's what people are just commenting on our Instagram page now that there is no chance for Atletico. But for me, I see a very big chance for them. If you look at their match against Liverpool, what they did for Liverpool was they study Liverpool, they master everything about Liverpool, and they do what they believe in. Just defend, and when you have your chance, take your chance and then come back. So but now it's one of kind of a game compared to the two legs where you can defend your own if you have first leg, and then just finding a way to even score one goal and then go back to the opposition's ground and then trying to come out when you need to come out. But now being just one off, it might be a bit tough for them, but Atletico won't care for matches to go into penalties. They won't care to go all the way to 120 minutes. Then it will be about, okay, who can last and who is able to go ahead, maybe through penalty, who is so fortunate enough. That's what I say. So, but don't let us rule out Leipzig. Because Leipzig, you want to say
Well,
something?
yeah, when people say it's not possible for Atletico, I begin to wonder to say, okay, what are we talking about here? Because since the return of football, since the return of football in April, in May, June,
Yeah.
they've actually done well, and I think Leipzig has not really performed well. So momentum, like we say, momentum is really on the side of Atletico, and
Yeah.
they've got this massive experience. They've got massive experience, quality players
Yeah.
who
Yeah. They
you
have
who
good
will
players.
at this point, mentally, I think they're in the right, they're on the right path, and like I said, from quarterfinal, they will already see what is at stake for them. Opportunity, there's a chance for them to get to the final, and I think Leipzig will just be, we've done well. We are in the quarterfinal. You know,
You mean Leipzig?
yes.
Sorry. I see Leipzig going through if care is not taken, because to me they play good football. They are very good, and their coach, if you know him, they call him second Mourinho or something.
No, I think they refer to him as a
The special one.
no, it's not. Are they referring? No, I think they are seeing him as a more of a club Liverpool coach.
Yeah, but people call him, they call him the special one, second Mourinho. That's what they call him because of his tactical approach. Yeah, because I've listened to his interview once when he said, "Okay, we'll see when they play against Tottenham. We'll see who's gonna, whether second Mourinho or first Mourinho or the main Mourinho." Because he's a very young guy, maybe about 29 or 28,
No,
and
he's very young. He's very
yeah,
young.
and he's doing extremely well. And if you know this team was just created maybe about 11 years ago.
You see, Leipzig has really done. No,
Yeah, they've done
in the
well. They've done
in a
really well.
short, they've really done well. But what I'm saying is that since the return of football in May and June, their performance has not really been improved. But compared to Atletico came back when football returned and did very well. They actually did very well, and they've got a very experienced manager. So at this point, definitely I'll pick Atletico manager ahead of him. But for me,
Of
I just
course,
see I
yes.
just
I will always pick Simone ahead of anyone. I don't know the reason why. I just like that guy's passion.
he's got the passion.
Yeah, I
He's
just like his passion.
some good players in the midfield. He's
Yeah,
got strikers, and he will be ready to sit deep and hit you on the counter. You,
exactly,
so
exactly.
everything is in Atletico's favor, and like I said, I give Atletico 68% of going through to the semi-final.
Yeah, probably. Actually, I'm within that range. I believe they know what is at stake. They are experienced player, and then they'll be ready
Yes,
for it. Yeah, they'll be ready
they are
for
all
it.
experienced players. Yes.
They'll be ready for it. So let's talk about we've spoken about PSG. Let's talk about Man City.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you think Man City has to offer? Do you think they have to offer anything? Do you even think they can even win the cup?
You see, winning the cup, winning the trophy
Yeah.
is another thing entirely. Yeah, is another thing entirely. But City has got a good team. But this season, looking
Yeah.
at City this season, they've been, they've been up low. This time they play good football. The next week, is not that bad. They've not been consistent. You understand? It's not been consistent.
I totally agree with you on that one.
As they were against Madrid, their two goals came from Madrid, error. You know,
Yeah, I believe
you,
Beran had the worst day of his life on that day. I don't know what that guy was thinking. Maybe he didn't even want to come to come for that match, and he forced him. Because I couldn't imagine an experienced player of that caliber making that kind of mistake. They were not even primary school mistake. I won't lie to you. When I was in primary school, if I should make that kind of a mistake, I'll be in problem. That was crap, absolute rubbish.
no, the second goal was, for me, I can pardon him for the first error,
Probably,
because first error, he was just going. He wasn't aware of what is happening around him. You
but
understand?
okay, don't let me
So
argue with you, guys.
no, for you as a defender, even
Yeah,
for you as a player, you should be able to know what is happening around you at
exactly,
every time.
exactly, exactly.
You know,
That is why you're a
but like I
player.
said, even if I pardon him for that he wasn't too aware that a threat is on him, and he made such bad pass, or But the second one, if you look at the second error, he saw the player was on him. He looked at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper is a bit far away from him.
And
Um,
he still nod the ball back towards him.
it. And you think, what are you thinking? What
He's
are
not
you?
thinking
What
anything.
are you thinking?
It just,
Just like you force through for a defender, just clear it away, or not
exactly,
away. You
exactly,
understand? He shot goalkeeper. He knew the player was on him, and he still made that error. That is not acceptable. But like I said, that's gone. But like I said, even my City played very well, but they didn't really create a lot of chances. Their two goals were from, like people will say, um, Varane was playing for City. On that day, he was actually playing
yeah.
for City.
Christmas just arrived very early for him, so we're just giving gifts all
Yes,
around for everybody. So it was a pure gift.
he did a Santa Claus for them,
Exactly.
but but that's apart. Uh, City against Lyon will be a different ball game. I don't see Lyon, being able to do, they won't be able to do anything
Are you
against
sure?
City. City,
Are you sure?
Yeah, yes.
Let me
Yes.
analyze the match in this way. I've watched
Okay.
City and Lyon the last 2 weeks. I've watched their matches, about two matches. City are the better side, millions miles away from Lyon. But Lyon are the dogged side. We're not gonna lose this match. We're gonna stay here till the end. That's the kind of, and then when we get our own break, they have some fast players, some good players, some that their footwork happen to be one of the best. All those young boys, and then they will do it. But if they allow City to score, that'll be the end of that team, of that match. But if they should score City first, City should forget about it. And they won't come out. They will sit back to counter City. That is what that is the only plan that I'm looking at. Because there is no team in that competition apart maybe probably Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich will play Bayern Munich way. They will just play their match. Having all this attacking line, bam, 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 bam. The German way of, okay, you attack, you defend at the same time. You attack the same number, you defend at the same number. I see them playing that way. But Lyon will sit back and counter City. And if City should concede goal, Lyon will beat them in that match. Is in terms of man to man, player to player, you can't compare the two sides. It's a far away margin between the two. And this is on neutral ground, not on maybe City's home or anybody's or Lyon's home. Lyon will not be under any pressure. Man City will be under pressure.
Yeah, yes. Leon would not be under any pressure.
Any pressure to play that match.
And everybody expects City to go through comfortably.
Exactly.
You know, like we all know, for everybody who's been watching City this season, we say the defense line, it's always their biggest problem.
Yeah.
And I think Laporte went out injured. Before the match, we'll be able to see the extent of his injury. That would be a very big disadvantage for City. Like you said, Lyon going forward with is it Dembele and
Dembele and then yeah,
God speed, and if City doesn't have proper defenders on that day, will be a bit difficult for them.
It will just be like a dream for every one of us watching that match.
That's the way. I still expect City to go through.
Yeah, the same way with me. I see City going through. But they have to manage the match very well, or else it's going to be a real massacre. But they've got to manage the match very well. Very well.
Their defense line has to be very, very solid.
They just have to know what they're doing. They have to know what they're doing on that day.
Sport has been their best defender this season. I wish he will be he will be playing, and I'm just seeing who's going to pair him in that defense line, and that should be, City should go through.
I give it to them that they will go through. They are not kids. They are mature players who knows what is at stake. Because if they win that competition, that will be good for them.
Yeah.
And
Because that's the only thing.
With all this, the case on their head, later on the case being dropped, not being proved in court. when somebody refused to give you all the details, all the original of what was happened, and then you say the case was not proved. So I don't know where we're going this world. I always say something. We that we love football, all these people, they're now turning football into a fraudulent kind of activity. And football is not fraud. At the upper level, it might be fraud. People just want to enjoy themselves, the fans, the player, everybody. But don't let us go into that one. They've been proved not to have done anything wrong.
Yeah, they've not done anything wrong. I stand by City on that. They've not done anything.
They've not done anything wrong? How could you, the same company of the owner, sponsoring the same team? Is that one not doing anything wrong? Don't let us go into the details. I don't know much, but those people who know much said they've done something wrong. They just con people. Everybody knows they con. They just con Uefa, and Uefa don't. I don't know. I'm sorry. Court of arbitration. They just con them, and they say Uefa cannot prove. How do they want them to be proved? They said all the evidence. They asked City to submit. They refused to submit those evidence. So what are you now saying? They can only find 10 million. When you find somebody 10 million for refusing to submit those evidence, until today, even throughout that evidence, they never submitted any evidence. So how do you now come to your conclusion to say that it did not prove?
Because there's no evidence in the first place.
There's no evidence. All of the evidence shown to them. I've heard you, man. Don't let us go in there. Let's talk about something. Let's talk about Bayern Munich then. What do you think about that team, man?
Yeah, Bayern Munich is the most informed team remaining in the Champions League. They are the most informed team. You know, what can we say about them? Very complete.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
You know, good. You watch them and you enjoy them how they play.
Of course, yes.
You know,
You love football.
Good going forward.
Yeah.
Midfield is solid.
Yeah.
Defense is super, and everything about them is going well. It's actually going well for them, you know.
Yeah.
And they should be, you know, definitely they should be number one bookmakers right to go through.
Yeah, I think so. They are, but I have one reservation about that team. I've been watching that team for some time now. Their defense. They have this guy, Davis, that Canadian, and then the German center half, that Pierre, either Laba or the other guy. And I see them as those two very young, but when you have two old players within that center who cannot run anymore, you are in problem. You are in real problem. They've got
tactically, you have to. You have to set up your team to the strength, to your strengths.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
If they meet a team like Man City will draw them out. But where the balance is with the game against Man City, if they ever meet in the semi-final or where, is their midfield and their attacking line. They have people who they can rely on, who know what they want to do, who know the name of football, and they know how to play football.
Like you see, Amaruf, what you're saying. As far as we're concerned in this season, their defense line is still better than City's defense line.
You're absolutely right.
So what are we saying? And and they've got a very proven goal scorer.
I still see the guy as the best in Europe, but I would like in the world itself currently.
Yeah, the guy from Ganabri coming from the right or from the left.
Yeah.
See, they've got a very good team, and when you have a very good team like that, sometimes your defense doesn't really matters. You understand? And it's a very good team, and the only way I see Barcelona having something out of this match is
Passing what? We get there.
Only surprised.
They are not playing at no camp. They are playing on neutral ground.
Well, yes. Like, yes. How do we put this out? It depends on the setup of Barcelona.
Okay.
And another thing that we've not mentioned about all these teams is that all the players know themselves. They respect themselves.
Of course, yes.
No matter how good Bayern is, they will still be conscious of to say, okay,
absolutely.
there's a mercy somewhere.
Absolutely.
So that's enough. They will have to adapt their team to say, okay, keep an eye on Messi. And if Barcelona decided to show up, if they decided to come out to say, okay, we want to match up against Bayern,
Yeah.
wow, it's going to be a very good game. But if Barcelona comes out like the way they did yesterday, I'm looking at something very wonderful for Bayern to go through. Because if Barcelona decide to play the way they play against Napoli yesterday, that is oh, what do I say?
I think no. Don't get don't get irritated yet. Because you said if Barcelona should come out, the way Barcelona should come out, what you don't have, you can't give. Currently,
Oh,
no. Currently, they might have that names there. Griezmann, what's his name? Messi, and Co. They might have those names. But when you are not a team, you can't just go to the field and then start to play like a team. No. They are just superstars. That okay, you believe that okay, they need to blend together. I see something going on in Barcelona. The culture of changing players now and then, I don't think that's the good culture. The Barcelona of the likes of what's the name? During the Pep era, they come along as a group of players and then they grow together. With Messi coming into that team, and then they became everything about football. Everything about football. That particular point in time. But now, if Griezmann don't play well this season, and probably maybe by next season, they will sell him. In the next 3 seasons, by 2021-23, they will allow him to go. Likewise, most other teams too. Most other players around within that team, apart from the main player there, like Messi, what's his name? This guy that left United to Barcelona, their defender.
yeah, PK.
Yeah, PK. Those ones, they are Barcelona inborn. They started from the main thing. So those kind of player is a bit tougher for them to let them go. But all those young guys from foreign country, everything, maybe you do not perform first year, second year, they find it difficult to give them the opportunity, the fourth or fifth, and they just allow them to go.
Maruf,
Yeah.
maybe after Saturday, maybe after Friday, depending on the result of the match. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we would do something on Barcelona, a special, show on Barcelona.
Okay.
You understand? Because I just want to, I just want to stay within the context of the review we are doing for the last
Yeah.
quarterfinal. Because if I start to talk about Barcelona,
You will talk. Somebody on our Instagram page is saying that Barcelona fans always support Peps. That Man City is a cheat. Is that true? Whenever Pep goes, you always support Pep, whether they are doing good or bad. Because of the old connection.
Yeah, it's not about the old connection. One thing there is that when you support Barcelona,
Yeah.
when you support Barcelona, you now become a Catalonian.
Okay.
You understand? You see
Meaning you are
yourself.
now a Catalonia. Is that what you are telling me?
Yes, and automatically you support one of you. That is the logic. When you support Barcelona, you become a Catalonia, and you just support one of you. That is how it works. I completely agree with one of our fans on IG with that statement that we just go.
You guys always just support Peps, even when they are shitting others, when they are inflating their books. Everything they do is good by you.
No, even like you said, Pep doesn't know about the books. They've got the accountants and the lawyers, and they've been able to prove that to cars to say we are okay. We've done our business fair and square. And like I said,
they were not able to prove. Get it right. It was Uefa that submitted their own evidence, but they couldn't find any evidence from other side. Meaning that what Uefa submitted was just act. There is no original somewhere. That was a lie.
So where did Uefa got it from?
No. They got it from somebody who hacked onto that their system. But they were
Who
now
has
saying
to
that the original does
okay,
not exist.
that person should be probed for hacking into a corporate system.
Exactly. Really?
Yeah, that person should be probed.
Really?
Sincerely,
Let me tell
it's a
one thing. Let me tell
criminal
one thing.
offense.
Yeah, to hack into somebody's system should be a criminal offense. I agree with you. But let me tell you one thing. But if you do not have anything to cover up, to defend, if anything to shield away from the general public, why can't you just submit what you need to submit? And if court of arbitration panel said there is no document somewhere, why
Yeah.
do they have to fine City £10 million for not cooperating with Uefa for not submitting those documents?
So
It was a bad night for football. Let us be sincere with ourselves. It was a bad night for football. To me that day, I said this is fraud. People are thinking that football is fraud, and court of arbitration, they are now approving it. Just stamp, boom. It's true. It's fraud.
but but you know, in a legal system,
Yeah.
you have to the A side has to produce its document,
Yeah.
the B side has to produce its document,
Yeah.
and in this case, the A side has said we've got a document that was hacked,
Yeah.
you know, and we are saying we don't even know about this document, and in City, being a very good club, has now come to say, UEFA, for your troubles, we'll just give you money to help yourself.
Do you know how fortunate they are? Do you know because UEFA does not fall to under the jurisdiction of what's the name? America. Because they will have allowed their what's the name? What they call them? American,
FBI.
yes, FBI to investigate. That's what they did for FIFA. To investigate
But
City.
but the truth, jokes apart, the truth is that one of the reports from the cast is that what UEFA was now bringing forward. If you can remember, in 2014,
Yeah.
City was fined.
Yeah.
You understand? City was fined for part of this case.
Yeah.
And City is saying, what City was trying to say is that you've gone through our books you've gone through our books in 2014, yeah. And the other part of this thing is that your books is about 5 years. UEFA has to go through your books for 5 years. You
Yeah.
understand? So when UEFA went through their books in 2014 and saw that there were a bit of things that were not done right, they were fined. So
No. Don't mix it together. Don't mix that things together. What they were fined for totally is about player acquisition that time. That was what they were
Yes.
fined for. But now
Yes.
it's about influencing their money from their owner. You have to generate your money just like you're doing business. Your personal account separate from your business account. The owner is now it was the owner that was now pumping his own money, personal money into the company to run. And they were now saying that was the money that they generated. That was what people were fighting for. And it was true. Everybody knew it. Tell me the name of the company. No, tell me the name of the company. Who is the organization that is sponsoring City? Is it not owned by the same owner?
But they are
Football
different.
is just no. The way the way they are practicing football in Man City is more or less like fraud. I'm not saying good luck to them, whatever they do. And I saw Pep came on here that time, and Man United spent money. Man United made their own money. They are business organization. They knew what they have to do. They know how to add one to get money. That is the only thing Man United know how to do. They don't know much about football on the field of play, but about business part, they are so good. So it shouldn't just bring United into the perspective. Everybody knows that. Even there was a time when United went for what's this name of the Netherlands guy, Van Persie, and then the interview Arsenal said, Wenger said, I would rather sell Van Persie to Man United than Man City, because Man United can afford to buy Van Persie at any amount, but not Man City.
because he didn't know about how rich Man City was.
No, 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 no. They are rich personally. The owner was so rich, but not the club. But let's leave them. Let's leave them. They are just there. But I know one day the truth will surely come out, whether we like it or not.
We hope so.
The truth will come out.
We hope so.
So let's go ahead.
Yeah,
So how do you now see at the end of the day? How do you see the quarterfinal to pan out? Who is going through? Who is not going through?
Yeah. I see City going through to quarterfinal.
Yeah.
I see Atletico going through.
Okay.
The remaining two is so tight. It's so tight for me.
Who is tight?
Okay. Let me just, Man City going through, Atletico going through, Barcelona going through, Atlanta going through.
Barcelona or Barca? Which one of the two? I give that to you. But for me in particular, I really don't like to make prediction because I'm not that good in it. And football is not. I always want like the better team to win football. That is just me personally. If you are good, you have to win. But sometimes football don't go that way. Football just things just change.
Because you know that football doesn't go that way. That's why I've picked Barcelona ahead of Bayern.
It's possible. It's possible. Nothing is impossible. It's possible. But I just wish better team goes through. That's just me.
So are you? So you are saying Barcelona is not a better team?
No, you just said it when you are analyzing them. You said Bayern Munich are the better side in all those 8 clubs. So I just wish the better team goes through.
but it might just be an off day. They might just make some errors like Varane.
It's possible, as I said, everything is possible in football. But I wish and I pray better team goes through.
Yeah, but necessarily
on the night, it might be on the night or whichever time. I just wish the better team goes through. I like when teams are doing well, and then they can reap. They can do what?
On the night, Barcelona, I believe, will come through. Because Dembele is coming back. I don't know. The only problem, Bayern is good, but my problem about Barcelona again is the coach. What is he going to do? Because like yesterday, he waited until 83rd minute to make substitution, and you are under a massive pressure. And I said, what are you doing? You understand?
But it's the coach. He knows best.
What?
He's the coach. He knows best. He knows his team very well. He knows that most of them maybe they are not up to the task.
Last night he doesn't know anything.
You sure?
Doesn't know anything.
You sure?
How can your team see Maruk, yeah?
Yeah.
You are allowed to make 5 substitutions.
Okay.
And substitution is there for you to balance your team again, to add things, to mix things up, to show how technically sound you are.
Okay.
From the beginning of the second half, Barcelona was completely overwhelmed. Barcelona was being passed, from side to side, everything. And on that midfield, Barcelona midfield was completely collapsed, except for De Jong. And I was like, you have Ricky Puig on the bench. You have Fati, who is a winger who could just take the ball, at least run at the defense, at Napoli defense, is okay, to push them back a bit. And you did nothing. You did nothing until 83rd minute. You now brought in Monchu and Ricky Puig in that midfield, young boys, energy, would do something. And the coach was just like this. It was just like, oh my God, what? Okay. Family was just praying to say, okay, let this cup pass over me. And then finally cup pass over him. And that's my concern, because Bayern actually is good. But I think Barcelona still got some good players, young players who could still do a bit more than what we did yesterday. And if the coach comes, decide to play it well, probably it's going to be 50-50. But being a Barcelona from a Catalonia, I will still wish Barcelona to go through and lift the trophy at the end of the day.
Lift which trophy? Which,
Champions League
which
trophy.
trophy are we talking about? I wish them best of luck, and I
Oh wow, wow.
hopefully we can celebrate together if they win. But personally, I look at Bayern Munich, except if something goes wrong, which is possible in football.
Yes, yes.
Injury, anything, you just have 2 3 injury within a match, and that is it.
Ma- but
Or
since
if a team counter their style of play, and then they get knocked out, it's just one off game. That is a very,
and, and sometimes when it gets to penalty,
yeah,
it's
anything could
anybody's
happen.
game. So
Yeah, that is what I said. The likes of Leon and Co. If you take them for granted, and then you get to that 120 minutes, the same thing with Atletico Madrid. They get you to 120 minutes and penalty. Anything could happen. Just wait for anything. It's not that I'm so good, I'm that good. No. You fail to counter them at the right time, you are out of that competition. So hopefully we will be here together. We celebrate with you or anyhow. United
okay,
is United is playing tomorrow. What do you think
okay.
is going to
So
happen?
yeah, uh, United against Copenhagen.
Yeah,
Uh, United.
United winning. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm thinking to be here tomorrow to run the match live for people at home. So I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but we'll see how it goes.
let's see. Let's see what we. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine.
So
That's
if we can run it live for people at home just to be part
yeah.
of the whole thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that'll be fine.
Yeah. At least we could do um halftime report. Part of
Yeah,
it. So we could just do a lot together. Yeah.
yeah. I think we've covered a lot this evening. And
We've
then
covered, and
yeah.
there's still more to
Exactly.
to
There's still loads to go. We'll always be here. We'll always be here. And I believe our fans at home too they'll be eager to join us. Just
Yeah,
to
yes, we will be looking out for our fans to join. It's going to
yeah.
be interactive. If they've got any questions,
Exactly.
we'll be
Exactly.
selecting 5 questions to answer on each
Yeah.
show. Five
Yeah.
questions back to them. 5 questions every show before we round up. We'll be answering 5 questions they
Exactly.
want us to talk about. Yeah.
One of our fans is saying that Thiago is going to handle Messi and Messi has nowhere to go. What do you
Thiago, you know what? I love Thiago, and that, like I said, for my Barcelona fans out there, at the end of Champions League, or if Barcelona is knocked out on Friday, we will do a special feature on Barcelona where we have to talk about, everything that has been happening.
Are you
We,
saying if they get knocked out? Is that what you are saying?
I'm just saying, uh, no question. We'll go through. We will go through, but I'm just saying, if I'll just quickly do maybe 1 and 2 review on Barcelona. We can just do it over the weekend. But
Okay.
and if not,
How they get knocked out, how they were unable to compete, all the stuff is not don't
I'll
worry.
see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
We're going to win tomorrow. We're going to beat tomorrow. We're going to win tomorrow. All things being equal tomorrow with a very good selection. I see us going through. Copenhagen shouldn't be much for United. But if everything works accordingly, with the quality of player that United have got, they're supposed to go through. They're supposed to. If they don't go through, then there is problem somewhere. Something is missing somewhere. I'm not
Yeah.
talking about lifting the cup because there are still other good teams. Inter is still within that competition. There are still few teams that are very good. But
Definitely, they are not lifting the cup, but they will go through tomorrow.
You are definitely. What do you mean? You're definitely.
No, Wesley,
Tell
United
me.
is not lifting the.
Tell me the team that will
Okay,
beat. Which team will
you've
beat
got
United? Tell me.
you've got Inter Milan. Inter Milan is there.
Inter cannot beat United. I see the second side of the. I think after tomorrow match, if they win, the next opponent, Sevilla. Sevilla is the one that I'm afraid of, not even Inter.
Oh, okay, good, good. You've got a club that you are afraid of,
Yeah.
but just
Sevilla, I've watched them. They're very technical team.
let,
Very
let
technical
them
player.
let's them go. Let's see United go through tomorrow first,
Yeah.
and
We
that
surely.
that is if they are able to go through.
Okay. Let's leave everything for tomorrow. We'll be here tomorrow, and I
Mm,
hope we'll be able to pop a champagne, man, to celebrate it that we've gone through the semi-final.
even if they don't go through, we'll still pop champagne. Don't worry.
Okay. Thank you very much. I really appreciate your company this evening. And
Thank
then
you, thank you, Vas. We are here for you. Like I said, we'll be taking 5 questions.
okay,
To answer before we go.
that's
That should
good.
start from tomorrow. Yeah.
That's good.
And yeah.
That's
And
good.
we also have questions for our fans also.
Yeah,
Can I even drop a question now for our fans?
you're free.
And that is uh no, I can't find one at top of my head. But I'll just
Okay.
say okay, yeah. On a good day,
Yeah. Yeah.
who will you pick between Hazard and Kevin De Bruyne?
On
Who
a
will
good
you
day,
pick on a
Hazard
very
is
good day?
Hazard is far better player than Kevin.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to the fans
Okay.
here.
About the fans. Okay, let's leave
Don't,
fans to.
don't manipulate the fans by giving them your own option. But you've
Okay. Yeah.
said
Sorry. My hands up. My hands up. My hands up. My hands
I have
up.
said Hazard. Now I have picked Kelvin. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I
Okay.
have picked Kelvin.
You pick Kevin. Okay. I'll pick Hazard. Let's leave it.
Yeah,
Let's leave it that way. We will talk about
and
it
let
tomorrow.
our fans keep brings in their own comment and let's see
Okay.
and see who's better.
That will be fine.
Thank you, Maruf. I see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All right. Bye.
Okay. Bye. To our fans at home, you've had it all. That's the end of today's program. And tomorrow, we'll be here again tomorrow. Just we will plan to run United match tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll all be here to enjoy it. So until tomorrow then, bye.